The immigration of Koreans to the United States. Korean immigration to the United States occurred in three major waves in 1903, 1951, and 1965.
From 1903 to 1905, approximately 7,000 Korean men, predominantly uneducated, immigrated to Hawaii to work as laborers on the sugar plantations, marking the first wave of Koreans into the United States. This immigration did not continue as the U.S. and Japan made the Gentlemen's Agreement of 1908, which restricted Korean immigration to the United States because Korea was a protectorate of Japan. Although the Gentlemen's Agreement was in place, from 1910 to 1924, close to 1,000 Korean women immigrated to the United States as picture brides. Picture brides were women that were sent to the U.S. to marry a man that had only seen a picture of them. However, even this practice stopped as Korean immigration was severely restricted in 1924 under the Immigration Act of 1924, which banned the immigration of Asians into the United States. The second wave of immigration to the United States was in 1951 due to the U.S.-South Korean military alliance, which lifted restrictions on Korean immigration to the United States. Many of the immigrants were young women with children of American servicemen, war orphans, refugees, professionals, and students. Lastly, in 1965, the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965 was passed that removed restrictions on Asian immigration, leading to the third wave of Koreans into the United States. These immigrants were primarily well-educated and professionals. There were two major push factors that prompted Koreans to leave their homeland. One, a lack of job opportunities and political insecurity under a military dictatorship led many Koreans to emigrate throughout the 1900s before democracy was reached in 1953. Secondly, the Korean War left many of its citizens with an unknown future as its country worked to repair its broken infrastructure.
Additionally, there are three major pull factors. Two of the pull factors are the job and economic opportunities. When arriving in the U.S., the Koreans had a better chance to hold jobs and a better chance to provide for their families. The third one is a better opportunity for their kids. They have achieved a higher education in the state. There are many stories of Korean immigrants coming to the U.S. Here's the story of Hu Hwan. He was born in South Korea on October 23, 1989. His parents ran a Japanese restaurant in downtown Seoul. However, they hardly made any income because of the economic recession going on in the country. In a short amount of time, Shu's parents filed for bankruptcy. Not only that, a year later, Shu's parents got a divorce and him and his sister lived with his mom where they could barely afford food and a place to live. Finally, in 2001, his mother decided to move to the U.S. When arriving in the U.S., his mom worked 12-hour days, 7 days a week, all to provide food and education for her children.
Created using Powtoon.